A simple discovery that transformed my patient's life and could transform yours too. I'll never forget the morning when Robert walked into my office. At 67, he moved like a man carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. His wife, Sarah, held his arm, not out of affection, but because he needed the support. "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore," Robert said, settling heavily into the chair across from my desk. "I wake up tired. I can barely make it up the stairs without getting winded. And Sarah and I, well, let's just say we're more like roommates these days." Sarah squeezed his hand. "I just want my husband back," she whispered. In my 30-plus years of practice, I've sat across from thousands of men just like Robert. Good men who'd worked hard their whole lives, raised families, built careers, only to find their bodies seemingly betraying them after 60. The conversation is always the same: fatigue, weakness, lost passion, and that crushing feeling that their best days are behind them. But here's what most men don't realize, and what many doctors miss entirely. These aren't just normal signs of aging. They're warning signals. Your body is trying to tell you something important. That morning with Robert, I knew exactly what his body was saying. I'd seen it countless times before. The good news? I also knew how to help him listen and respond. "Robert," I said, "what if I told you that in less than 60 seconds every morning, you could start turning this around?" He looked skeptical. Sarah raised an eyebrow. "I'm not talking about expensive treatments or complicated routines," I continued. "I'm talking about something so simple, so natural, that you'll wonder why no one ever told you about it before." 6 months later, Robert bounded into my office. He'd lost 20 pounds, his color was back, and the sparkle in Sarah's eyes told me everything I needed to know about how things were going at home. "What did you do differently?" my nurse asked me later. The truth is, I didn't reinvent the wheel. I simply shared something that traditional medicine often overlooks: a natural approach that works with your body instead of against it. Let me take you back to how I learned about this simple morning routine. It was 15 years ago, and I was struggling with my own health challenges. Despite being a doctor, despite knowing all the right things to do, I was exhausted, gaining weight, and losing the energy I needed to help my patients. During a medical conference in Switzerland, I met Dr. Elena Rossetti, an 85-year-old physician who looked and moved like she was 20 years younger. Her skin glowed, her mind was sharp as a tack, and she had more energy than doctors half her age. "Catherine," she said to me over coffee, "Western medicine focuses so much on treating problems after they start. But what if we could help the body fix itself before problems take hold?" She told me about a simple morning practice she'd been using for decades, something that took less than a minute but changed everything about how her body worked throughout the day. "Think of your body like a garden," she explained. "Every morning you have a choice. You can water the weeds of aging and decline, or you can feed the flowers of vitality and strength. Most people don't even realize they're making this choice." She was talking about the power of morning circulation, something so basic yet so overlooked. "When you wake up," Dr. Rossetti continued, "your body has been lying still for 8 hours. Your circulation is sluggish, your muscles are tight, your organs are working at half speed, but with just 60 seconds of the right movement, you can wake everything up." I was intrigued but skeptical. It seemed too simple. "Try it for 30 days, she challenged. "See what happens." I did. And within 2 weeks, I felt like a different person. My energy soared. My mind felt clearer. Even my husband noticed I was sleeping better and seemed happier. But the real proof came when I started sharing this with my patients. Men like Robert began reporting changes within the first week: better sleep, more energy, improved mood, and yes, renewed interest in romance with their wives. The secret wasn't complicated. It wasn't expensive. It didn't require any special equipment or supplements. It was simply about waking up the body's natural ability to heal and energize itself. Here's what happens when you've been lying still all night. Your circulation slows down. Think of it like a river in winter. Everything moves slower, gets clogged up, doesn't flow the way it should. When circulation is poor, your muscles don't get the fuel they need. Your brain doesn't get enough oxygen. Your organs work harder to do basic tasks. Everything becomes more difficult. But when you get that circulation moving first thing in the morning, when you warm up that river and get it flowing strong again, everything changes. Your muscles wake up and feel stronger. Your mind becomes clearer and sharper. Your organs work better. Your energy comes back. And here's the beautiful part. Once you get that circulation flowing in the morning, it stays better all day long. Robert described it perfectly. It's like the difference between starting my car on a cold morning. Before, I was trying to drive with a cold engine. Everything was sluggish and difficult. Now I warm up the engine first and everything runs smooth all day. The routine itself is remarkably simple. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't even need to get dressed. You just need 60 seconds and the willingness to help your body remember what it's capable of. I've watched this simple practice transform the lives of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Men who thought their best days were behind them discovered they were just getting started. Now let me share with you exactly what this 60-second morning routine involves and why it works so powerfully for men over 65. Think of your body like a classic car that's been sitting in the garage all night. Before you take it out on the road, you need to warm it up, get the engine running smooth, make sure everything is working properly. Your body is the same way. The routine has 3 simple parts, each taking about 20 seconds. While still lying in bed, you simply move your arms and legs in gentle circles. Nothing strenuous, just enough to tell your heart, hey, it's time to start pumping stronger. This gets your blood moving and begins warming up your muscles. Sit up on the edge of your bed and do some gentle twists and reaches. Think of it like stretching a rubber band that's been coiled up all night. This helps your spine wake up and get circulation flowing to all the important areas. Stand up and do some light movements, arm swings, gentle knee lifts, maybe some slow marching in place. This tells your entire body, we're awake now and we're ready for the day. That's it. 3 parts, 20 seconds each, done before you even head to the bathroom. But here's why this simple routine is so powerful for men over 60. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at switching from rest mode to active mode. It's like having an old thermostat. It takes longer to heat up the house, and it doesn't maintain temperature as well. This morning routine is like upgrading your thermostat. It helps your body make that transition smoothly and completely. When you do this every morning, several beautiful things happen. Your circulation improves not just for that hour, but for the entire day. It's like priming a pump. Once you get it started, it keeps working better. Your muscles stay more flexible and responsive. Instead of feeling stiff and creaky, they feel ready and willing. Your energy levels become more consistent. Instead of that afternoon crash, you maintain steady strength throughout the day. Your sleep improves because your body has been properly active during the day and is ready for real rest at night. And perhaps most importantly, for many of my patients, your confidence returns. When you feel strong and energetic, when you move with ease instead of effort, you start to feel like yourself again. I often tell my patients to think of this routine like tending a fire. If you let a fire die down completely, it takes a lot of work to get it burning bright again. But if you tend it regularly, add a little fuel each morning, it burns strong and warm all day long. Your body's vitality is the same way. This 60-second routine is like adding kindling to your inner fire each morning. The beauty is in the consistency, not the intensity. You're not trying to exhaust yourself or prove anything. You're simply having a gentle conversation with your body saying, "Good morning, let's work together today." Men who stick with this routine for 30 days typically report feeling 10 years younger. They move with more confidence. They have energy for activities they'd given up on. They sleep better, think clearer, and yes, they often rediscover the romance in their marriages. I want to leave you with something Robert told me during his last visit. He and Sarah had just returned from a hiking trip, something they hadn't done in over a decade. "You know, Doc," he said, "I spent so many years thinking my body was giving up on me. Turns out I had just forgotten how to wake it up properly." That's the truth I want you to understand today. Your body isn't giving up on you. It's just waiting for you to remember how to work with it instead of against it. This 60-second morning routine isn't magic. It's simply biology working the way it was designed to work. It's your body remembering what it feels like to be awake, alert, and alive. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you worry about the day ahead, before you tell yourself you're too old or too tired or too far gone, give yourself 60 seconds. 60 seconds to wake up your circulation. 60 seconds to remind your body what it's capable of. 60 seconds to start feeling like yourself again. Your best days aren't behind you. They're waiting for you to wake them up. Dr. Catherine Morgan, Men's Vitality Specialist. Take care of yourself. Dr. Catherine Morgan, Men's Vitality Specialist.